This is going to be a little bit of an update video on how I do my editing inside of Linux. So if you don't know, I'm a freelance video editor for streamers and other VTubers. That's my job, and I've been slowly working my way over to getting everything done on Linux. I can't do everything on here, unfortunately, at the moment, mainly due to one big reason, which I'll get to later in the video. Today, I'm just going to go over my workflow on how I get everything kind of done. Well, first of all, is DaVinci Resolve. There is no other editor like it. It's simply just the best. I've also been using it for like, is it 3 years? Or 4 years. I started using at 17. It was DaVinci Resolve 17, whenever that was. Or on 20. Well, this is 20 beta I've got up on the screen right now. Yeah, just for an example of like why I need Resolve and I can't really use Kdenlive. Is like I do a lot of things. Sorry, this is yeah, I do a lot of like cuts and editing, and the workflow is just amazing, and plus the new keyframes tab in 20 has been amazing. But basically there's I do a lot of stuff in Fusion that I can't really do anywhere else, or it'll be too complicated to learn a whole new app to use. Oh god, I forgot about that part. Obviously I've not finished this video yet. I'm only halfway through doing it. Well, not even halfway, I don't think. But that's why I use DaVinci Resolve. Now, obviously, if you know anything about DaVinci Resolve, its one issue is that it doesn't support AAC audio input on Linux. For whatever fucking reason, DaVinci Resolve don't want to get the license for it on Linux or something stupid. A lot of the footage has to be converted. Because most people on Windows use AAC audio when they record streamers, and especially if I download a lot of VODs from Twitch, and all that audio is AAC, so they all need to be converted. Figured I share with you the FFmpeg script that I use. Now I got this from the Nobara wiki because I'm on Kashi now, but I was on Nobara and I got this from there. It's the best script I found. I just had to change this to say MP4 because I think it's needed NKV to start with, because I downloaded the MP4. But basically, and then it will remap the audio, keep the video the same, but change the audio to PCM and output it as an MOV with the new name. So I just run this in a folder, and then it'll just convert all the things. So this has been helpful, and this has got 2 tracks of audio, but sometimes for my locally recorded stuff, I record all 6 tracks separately. So if I need to update this to convert 6 tracks, you just need to copy, paste, and yeah, there we go. Let's do that until we got. There we go. So if it's one of my locally recorded tracks, I'll just copy that out to be all 6 tracks. Now, how do I download things to use in my videos? 3 commands that I have made for my terminal. Here's my specs if you care, Kashi. But here are the 3 commands. So if I need to download a sound effect or background music from YouTube, it's YT-MP3, and then I just post it in the link of a video. If I'm downloading a VOD, I just type in a VOD, then the link to the VOD that I'm downloading, Twitch VOD. If I want to get a YouTube video, I think it's ytvid. Yeah, ytvid. Now I'll download a YouTube video for me. And again, most ways to download YouTube videos, the video will either be broken or the audio will be broken if you just do it from most YouTube downloaders like Parabolic or anything kind of similar. Because what these 3 commands are just aliases that I've made for YT-DLP, which is like the command line interface for a lot of these YouTube downloaders. It's just what they're all based off of. So I just made 3 custom commands. You can see the 3 commands here. So if I do type in VOD, it will run this command, which is YT-DLP and then output, and then it'll just name the file, the file thing, to keep me organized, whose VOD it is, this is whose channel it is, and then the title of that stream. And then it will just still download it in MP4 for me, because it's just easier that way for me, because these VODs take a long time. And I tend to just run this command from within the folder I'm like I'm downloading it to. But for the MP3, you can see here we've got YT-DLP, but this time it's going to extract the audio in MP3, high quality as you can, into my videos YT-DLP audio folder, and just output it the name of the video. I don't need the date or the title or whatever, but just give it the name of the video. But it will go straight into this folder no matter where I run this command from. Something similar for the video, it'll be outputted to YT-DLP Vids this time, with the title and the extension. It's gonna get the best video and best audio, turn it to an MP4, and then convert the audio after the fact into PCM. It will have the right audio for it to be able to be imported into Resolve, because if you just download a YouTube video, it's gonna have AAC audio, which it can't work with. These three commands have been amazing. So actually I'll show you one of these off. So if I just type in, actually before we get into that, so before we get started, there's one more thing that has become really useful to me, and that's the file manager. Started using YT-DLP, which is like a command line file manager, and it's actually been well, first of all, it's helping me get used to Vim keys. I'm new to this, so it has Vim key support, so it's kind of teaching me the basics of Vim keys, so I can move around the place without worrying about editing a document too much. Plus it's like super fast, you can just start typing in what you want to search for. It's actually been amazing. Come to videos, and if we come into YT-DLP, you can see I've got a couple here before I had them all organized, but you can see this audio. Let's see a couple of videos that I got downloaded. Guru, please. So let's actually come to the videos folder. Oh, by the way, I use Kitty as my terminal. Okay, so if I want to grab a YouTube video, I just type in YT vid, and then I just paste in the video. You can see it's going to start downloading, and then if I come back in here, you can see it's downloading in here. I'll just wait for it to finish. And you can see that's finished. It does a slight convert, and it's going to have a couple of copies whilst it finishes the convert to MOV. But once it's done, it'll clean up the rest. There we go. There we go. And you can see it's done. There's the video. If I can just press enter, and we can preview it. Okay, so one of the really cool things I added is this thing. This is the RC website. Is this functionality with drag on. By default, you can't drag and drop because obviously it's a terminal. You can't just drag this and place it into my timeline. So if I come here, so now if I press Control N, it's going to bring up this little window, and then I can just pick this up and drag it in, and then we have it ready for me to use over here. And you can see I dragged it in perfectly. Audio is fine, video is fine. It's a bit of a mess, but it works just fine. I'll just showcase a little bit more of YT. So if I come all the way out, if I come all the way down to my editing footage drive, if I just come down to my drive, and if I make a new folder, I can just press A to make a new folder, and I just call this Vtuber. And then if you want to create a folder, you just end it with a backslash. And if you don't end it with a backslash, you'll create a file. So if you want to make a folder, just end it with a backslash. And then I just zoom into that. And now I added one extra piece of functionality, is that if I'm inside of a folder in YT, if I press Control C, you can see that it CDs me into that folder. So now I'm in that folder, I can run VOD plus the Twitch file. This is my VOD. But you can see it just starts downloading straight into that folder. So I can use YT to get to the folder and then just download straight into that folder. I'm just going to cancel this. I don't need this, but this is just an example. This has actually just made things a lot quicker for me. I'm still getting kind of used to YT. You can see we've got these temporary files of the also really good thing I should mention after seeing those is that if you download using YT-DLP, and if your power ever stops or your internet cuts out or whatever, it'll keep those half downloaded files, and you can just run the command again and it'll continue where it left off, as long as you do it inside of the same place. That's one of my favorite things about it, especially when I'm downloading like 50 gigabyte like streams. Sometimes it's just easier to do that. But yeah, hopefully I've shared some tools that you've not seen before, some insight into some things that you've not seen, pointed you towards the direction of something that might be cool for you. And the big reason why I still haven't fully gone over to Linux is mainly because for the converting reasons for the AAC audio stuff. Because when you do convert from AAC audio to MOV with the PCM, it can bloat up files really quickly. If it's small files, like anything like 2-3 hours long, it isn't too bad. But once I get to, like right now, I just got finished cutting down a 120 hours of footage into like a 2.5 hour video. Those 500 gigabytes of stream footage, if I convert it, it'll be close to like 3 terabytes of stuff. And that's just like a workload that is just like really hard to manage. That's like the big reason. So I really hope DaVinci, like the Blackmagic team, get AAC audio working on this thing, because it's like the one big reason why I'm not 100% over. The other one is that my Go XLR blew up, and now I have to use a different scuff setup for my mic, and I hate it. So I can't really stream on this right now. I'm using a really bad workaround to get this video done. Yeah, hopefully this video was somewhat interesting. Also, subscribe to my other channel. I'm trying to hit 10k on my main channel, and I'm like at 7.2. So if you like regular Vtuber stuff, and if you want to see this video that I'm editing, subscribe to my main channel. Bye.